This is a quick recording on the patch notes for version 4.AABABABA. So I just want to talk about some of the changes. So they had added flammability to workbenches, chests, wooden doors, and webs. And that is all good because that really makes sense, the flammability to this. And it doesn't affect old builds, which is awesome. So now, it'll just be a consideration about tucking your flammable stuff away and make more sense in the world with the way you design things and put things together in a structure. Added the ability to harvest webs a little bit differently, so I'll have to explore that one. Added the ability to stick shafts into the sides and bottom of soft dirt and sand. I'm not sure what that one is about. I wonder if it's about some type of frame to keep things elevated, maybe like a scaffolding or something like that. We'll have to look at that one and see what that is. Added an alternate recipe for one of the early game items involving hemp fibers. Yeah, I have no clue because hemp can be used for a string replacement in a lot of stuff. So who knows what exactly that one's particularly referring to. Added an alternate planter recipe, and that's just a change because of some of the dirt changes, so that had to be done. Add the ability to melt down an early game iron item in the Crucible. Not too sure what that one could be, because most stuff iron melts down. I know that flint and steel had changed away, so you could no longer melt it down because it was such a low return on it. So I'm curious what it is that changed. I'm not sure. Added a crafting sound to shears, hoes, and diamond tools. Yeah, that you can notice that one was missing after a little bit. Change books items so they can no longer be crafted. It must be found as loot in the world to be used in enchanting. So that's awesome, and it's to increase the significance of leveling up your enchanting capability as well as value of loot locations and strongholds, which is all true. Now, that would be a huge, huge thing to find bookshelves or anything like that. Great addition. Very, very good. Change the book and quill to be craftable with 3 paper, a feather, ink sac, and leather. And so you can still make the book and quill so you could write notes or whatever else in the world, that cool functionality without having to, you don't have to have the book any longer. Change the villager trades to be slightly adjusted for the above book recipe change. Change regular zombies to no longer break down doors. And he points out that, it maybe seemed like an odd change better in wolves, but all the players were just gaming around not having doors. So they would use, ladders or whatever else. So still, zombie villagers will knock down doors and maybe certain other types of animals, we don't know. But it's just a quality of life thing, which is very, very true. Change stone shovels to be available a little bit earlier in the tech tree. And so there's a new recipe now where maybe not just the stone axe, but the stone shovel as well that you can be utilized. And then change the usefulness of the stone shovels also to make the iron shovel more of a viable option, maybe more useful. Blazes will drop the same number of rods whether they're killed by the player or not. Change how spiders produce and drop silk to reduce the effectiveness of certain sorts of spider farms, all that early game farming probably. Change the way cobblestone, sandstone, and brick blocks, including slabs and stairs, drop the items on explosion or with the appropriate tool. That one's interesting. Change gravel blocks to potentially drop flint regardless of the tool type. Fix issues with map items not updating properly when held by the player. Great, so maybe the maps will now pop up properly, so that's good. Fix a problem with mod slabs where you could place them clipping through the player while combining them with other slabs. And that was something I saw someone mentioned. I hadn't experienced it personally. Fixed a problem where chisel sandstone would drop sand that does not stack with others. Okay, so kind of duplicating stuff that doesn't have the same ID. And then remove redstone dust from the looted jungle temples. So, excellent. Really, really cool changes. Probably the biggest ones are the fire. That's going to greatly impact. A lot of the other ones were bringing in little changes like the, a big one with the books, obviously. And then stuff like the redstone, the new crafting for the books, the things with the tools, little things that were added to adjust it and fill everything out. So that's all great changes. I really look forward to the fire stuff because sure a lot of people are going to mess that up pretty early. It's going to be pretty funny, and now when I find books in the world, it will just be amazing, really interesting experience. So it'll be about 2 or 3 episodes or recordings I have before I catch up with that. But I don't think I experienced any of those particular problems. I didn't do any major construction. Maybe one thing concerning stairs, but other than that, I don't think I did anything that would be directly impacted by these just yet. Later.